Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead reading for April 12th through 18th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Baccarat Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love. This is intended to be an all-encompassing reading, like a general reading. Whatever falls out, it's gonna be read. So if it's showing more of a prevalence to like home or family or whatever, then we're just going to see what happens. Whoopsie. Gonna see what happens. All right, Aquarius. Hard to shuffle these. All right, Aquarius. 9 of Cups. 6 of Wands. All right. Wheel of Fortune. 2 of Wands. So I have more room. 4 of Cups. Page of Wands. And the Tower. So that could be Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Okay. All right. So, little guys. So, money looks good. So, yeah, money looks good. Things look good for Aquarius. So, is everything good? Got this tower here. What the heck's going on there? All right, what's this 6 of Wands about? 6 of Wands about for Aquarius. Like I feel like, okay, so it feels like you just kind of something has come to conclusion or resolution. Like you're good with the way things are. You're good. You feel primed to be able to like manage changes. Like you're going to be on top of it, whatever it is. But you're kind of in a holding pattern. Sorry, my glasses. You're kind of in a holding pattern, but you feel confident about your outlook. Like you're like, all right, I'm ready. I'm good. Things are going okay. What's going on? You know what I mean? You're ready for something. So what's the something? What's this 6 of Wands? 3 of Swords. All right. What's this Wheel of Fortune? 5 of Wands. 2 of Wands. What's this 2 of Wands? The Devil. 4 of Cups. 9 of Swords. Don't do it. What's this Page of Wands? You're considering something that is a little bit too familiar and you need to not. What's this Page of Wands? Ace of Pentacles. Good for you. So that must be with the good part, because it's your finances. Your finances look good, like you look like you're stable. Of course, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you wouldn't have it any other way. Like that takes precedence first, because then that allows for that spontaneity. Like the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you have confidence that you can manage your finances. You're okay with that. That's not in jeopardy, because it feels like everything else would stop if that was an issue. Your focus wouldn't even be considering other options. It would just all be about conserving and reserving and, replenishing and all that. What's this Tower card about? Because it feels like everything's good and you're open and you're like, all right, let's see about this, because you feel a sense of like being able to handle anything. But at the same time, maybe things are too good where you're considering backsliding. Like or is it that you're looking to, so it's not backsliding, is it? Because you kind of brought something to a close knowing it's for the best, or you're kind of just like suspended something because it's for the best. And yet is this person not accepting the suspension or not accepting that? What's something that put on hold and somebody's arguing with you about it? What's this Tower? But that's more of the same. What's this Tower about? Oopsie. Cards. What's this Tower about? Because you're fine with where you're at. 2 of Cups. And maybe it's going to come to this, because because look what the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles, or the 3 of Swords, and it's like, okay, it's for the best. I'm not happy about it, but this is what we are. This is how it needs to be, and it looks like that's not going to cut it. This is about you having boundaries again. Why does this keep coming up? Because it's you needing to really stand your ground with something, Aquarius. Like, whoa, okay. In a way, it's like I think maybe there's like confidence here that you can handle what happens, so you don't mind kind of dancing with the devil, because you feel like, well, I'll just shut it down when it gets weird, or I'm able to handle it if it does get weird. So I'm okay with backsliding a little. Or it's not an arrogance, but there's a kind of a love it and leave it type feeling here. Like you're not attached to this the way you either used to be, or the way, like, this isn't that serious for you, but I think for the other person it is. So there's something about you being good and in a good position, and yet you that's kind of making it okay for you to handle whatever happens, to the point where you might not make the best decisions, and yet you're still coming out of it whole. You're still able to walk away, but it does affect the other party. So if this is a job, you're kind of it's almost like you're leaving something in the lurch, like a job. It's like, or if it's a person, you're revisiting or re-involving, or you're just kind of keeping it to only physical relationship, which is kind of like, for what's going on right now in the world, that's like, this must be a live-in or something, because I don't think you'd be taking that much of a risk. You know what I mean? With Ronageddon waiting to eat everybody alive out there. But this is you being able to walk away from a situation, coming out whole, and things are good. Financially, you're in a good position, not have to worry about that. Might be a new job offer. Is that what you're leaving behind? Like, you're kind of just walking away from a job offer that you were kind of in and out, or not a job offer, walking away from a job and then being offered something better? Or is it you kind of just dealing with someone to be dealing with someone and then walking away from that, but you're unscathed, but your person's not happy? So whatever, it's either, hold on a minute. Curious. And this isn't like a talking to, it's just that, okay, so we got 8 of Pentacles. So you're working, and you're working. That's preserved. That's okay. But this is you walking. You know what it is? It's you revisit something. There's a revisiting of something here, and as soon as you revisit it, you walk right back out of it. So there's some kind of like, I don't know if this is a hit it and quit it. I don't know what this is, but there's some kind of this decision was made. It's for the best. But then you kind of backtracked, and as soon as you backtracked, you got the HE double hockey sticks back out of there. So I don't know if it was a little rendezvous, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gone now. I'm really gone now. Or if it was like, well, let's talk about it. And then as soon as 2 minutes in the conversation, you're like, oh, hell no. And you're gone. I don't think it's a job. I don't think it's you doing that to an employer or a job. If that's the case, it would be more like a consultancy. Like, hey, could you just give us 2 more shifts or something before you walk or before you leave? Or, I know we said that Saturday you'd be laid off, but could you give us till Monday? And then we're going to have you be at home or something. Like, it's amicable. It was agreeable. It wasn't ideal, but it was the best for the situation. Everybody concerned agreed to it and knew it. And then you have this backtracking or revisiting whatever decision was made. And as soon as it's a very temporary revisiting, because as soon as you participate or engage or whatever you want to call it, it's like you're just as quick to walk away from whatever that was, whether it's romantic, whether it's a job, and you're onto better things. We've got money being very strong for you, and you being pretty content. So whatever you do, there's no skin off your nose for it. There's no disadvantage to you, which is, you walk out of this, whatever it is, unscathed. The situation that you left, or the person that you left, not so much. They're kind of in a lurch here. So just keep that in mind as far as, because this is coming up. So think twice about if you want to re-engage with whoever is reaching out to you, whether it's your employer or your person, because your revisiting them leaves them worse for wear. Some of you are like, okay, I'm totally reaching out or getting back in touch because they deserve wrath or whatever. It's your situation, but just know that it's almost like this is you came out of this hole the last time you revisited with them, or whatever you told them, you're good. And so you could stay good. You don't need to reopen this door, because they're not going to be better for it. And some of you, again, might be like, well, then I'm so going back because they deserve, karma. I deserve to be on top. I deserve to be fine. But you're good. You're good. I hope I'm not giving somebody, bravado here, like, oh, I'm going to so go back and mess with that person. But I understand, some of your situations, whatnot. So if you were worried, on the other hand, if you were worried about being let go or laid off, there's another offer right after that. So if you were let go, like within the week, you're going to have something better. And that's kind of amazing, because what's going on out there, Ronageddon, right? So I don't think that's a romantic thing. I think it's a job thing. I think if you were let go at a job, there is going to be something better. I think if this is romance, this is you just walking away unscathed, but I don't think you're walking towards anybody. I think you're just kind of dealing with someone and then not again. And it's leaving them worse for wear, but you're kind of walking out of it unscathed. What else for? Because this says follow your intuition. Probably because maybe this was you giving the person or the situation, because it could be an employer, the benefit of the doubt. And then as soon as you got back, within like the first minutes, half hour, you're just like, I made a mistake. I immediately regret this decision. I need to bounce. I'm out. So could be that, because this is the name of the game right now. Like, this is all about you going, I don't want anything to challenge my ability to focus on me and mine and preserving stability there. So as long as that's good, I'm kind of available for other stuff. But if that gets threatened, all bets are off, because your ability to provide and produce is where your focus is at. And so if that gets messed with, then everything else is off. So this is you probably recognizing that something's like approaching, threatening that, and you're like, oh, nope, it's not good. Because of where your priorities are, your intuition kicks in. Is like, look, if you value this, don't get near that, because this affects that, or is going to, in a negative way. All right. So Ace of Pentacles and this Eight of Pentacles and the Prince of Wands, or the Page of Wands. Yeah, good money week, good productivity equaling commission or money week. What else for? Could be a new job offer, more money. What else for Aquarius? Seven of Pentacles reversed. Justice. So this could be Libra. So Justice and Seven of Pentacles reversed. No regrets. Whatever situation you dipped back into and then immediately walked, or if it's just you had to meet with somebody one last time to sign some paperwork or something, or to discuss one thing and then you were released, whatever you touched back into and then walked away from is balance restored. This is you not wanting to have any regrets, and that's why you got yourself back out. That's why you walked, because you don't want to backslide. You don't want to have any regrets. And revisiting it kind of was like, oh yeah, if I stay, it's not good if I stay. So no more, just you're not wanting to mess with anything that has no, I don't want to say hope, but like no prospect of being any more than it is today. With or without Ronageddon's influence, whatever you dipped back into only to walk away from immediately is because it'll never be anything more than it once was or it is today. So whether that's a job or a person or just some kind of family dynamic, maybe you gave it the benefit of the doubt and we're like, well, let's just, oh, no, because it's not going to be, there's not really a whole lot of growth that could happen. And so it's best for you to just keep the focus on yourself and stay balanced and move forward with what's being offered anew. Okay. All right, Aquarius, I hope that was helpful. That's your weekly reading for the 12th through the 18th. And you stay safe out there, please. First responders and essential workers, thank you for your service. Much love and support to you all. I hope to see you in the next reading. You stay safe and take care. Okay. Bye for now.